Romance scams represent one of the most emotionally devastating forms of fraud. Criminals exploit people's desire for connection and love to steal their money. In this video, you'll learn how these scams work, how to recognize the warning signs, and most importantly, how to protect yourself from becoming a victim. Understanding romance scams is the first step in defending yourself against emotional manipulation and financial loss. A romance scam occurs when criminals create fake online identities to build romantic relationships with victims. These scammers spend weeks or even months gaining your trust, making you believe you're in a genuine relationship. Their ultimate goal is always the same: to manipulate you into sending money or sharing sensitive personal information. These scams are carefully planned and executed, with scammers often targeting multiple victims simultaneously. Romance scams typically follow a predictable four-step pattern. First, scammers create fake profiles using stolen photos of attractive people. Second, they invest significant time building trust and emotional connections with their targets. Third, they fabricate a crisis or urgent situation that requires immediate financial help. Finally, they request money through methods that are difficult to trace, such as wire transfers or gift cards. Understanding this pattern helps you recognize when you might be dealing with a scammer rather than a genuine romantic interest. There are several warning signs that can help you identify a romance scammer. They often move too fast with declarations of love, sometimes professing deep feelings within days or weeks. They consistently refuse to video chat or meet in person, always having excuses ready. They frequently claim to be overseas or traveling, making face-to-face meetings impossible. Most importantly, they eventually request money or financial assistance. If you notice any of these red flags in an online relationship, proceed with extreme caution. Scammers employ sophisticated psychological tactics to manipulate their victims. They use fake identities with stolen photos and create elaborate backstories to seem credible. They manufacture urgency and crisis situations that demand immediate action and money. They practice love bombing, overwhelming victims with constant attention and affection to cloud their judgment. They also work to isolate victims by encouraging them to keep the relationship secret from friends and family. These tactics are designed to bypass your rational thinking and trigger emotional responses. When scammers finally ask for money, they use predictable excuses. They might claim to have a medical emergency for themselves or a family member. They often say they need travel expenses to finally meet you in person. Some claim they need help paying customs fees for gifts or packages they're sending. Others present supposed business investment opportunities requiring urgent funds. They might also say their bank account is frozen or they're facing temporary financial hardship. Remember, these are all fabricated stories designed to extract money from you. Anyone can fall victim to romance scams, regardless of age, education, or intelligence. Older adults are often targeted because they may have retirement savings. Recently divorced individuals are vulnerable as they're seeking new connections. Lonely people actively using online dating platforms are prime targets. However, even educated and financially stable individuals fall victim to these scams. Scammers are skilled manipulators who know how to exploit human emotions and the universal desire for love and companionship. Protection starts with verification and caution. Always verify someone's identity using reverse image search tools and check their social media profiles for consistency. Take relationships slowly and be wary of anyone pushing for rapid emotional commitment. Never send money to someone you haven't met in person, regardless of their story or how urgent they claim the situation is. Talk to trusted friends or family members about your online relationships. An outside perspective can often spot red flags you might miss when emotionally invested. If you realize you've been scammed, act immediately. First, stop all communication with the scammer right away. Second, report the crime to local police and file a complaint with the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center. Third, contact your bank or financial institution to stop payments and potentially freeze compromised accounts. Fourth, Document everything, including messages, photos, and financial transactions, as evidence. Finally, seek emotional support from counseling services or support groups, as romance scam victims often experience significant psychological trauma. Remember these critical points to stay safe. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong or too good to be true, it probably is. Never send money to someone you've only met online, no matter how convincing their story might be. Always verify identities before developing deep emotional connections. Stay informed about scammer tactics, because knowledge truly is your best defense. Romance scams thrive on secrecy and shame, so don't be afraid to talk about your online relationships with people you trust. Protecting yourself starts with awareness and ends with action.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.